You know, sometimes the toughest part of life isn't just getting through a bad storm. It's figuring out how to let somebody get close to you after you've been by yourself for such a long time. And get this, sometimes the family you really need shows up when you're not even looking for it. Back in the winter of 1878, three kids in the Wyoming Territory spotted a guy who was almost dead in the snow after a really bad storm. They took him back to their mom, who had lost her husband, and they had no idea this guy would end up being the dad they had been hoping for. His name was Jacob Brennan, a guy who lived in the mountains and had been running away from his old life for 20 years. The kids, Emma, Thomas, and little Sarah, had lost their dad 2 years earlier. What happened after that changed everything for them. Could a guy who had forgotten how to care about people become the dad these kids really needed? Before we dive back into the story, tell me where you're listening from. And if this tale gets to you, be sure to hit subscribe because tomorrow I have something really cool saved just for you. The Carter place was in a little valley where the wind always sneaked in, no matter how tight you made the logs. Catherine Carter had figured that out 2 winters back, along with a bunch of other tough lessons about staying alive that nobody warns you about until you're doing it all by yourself. The cabin was pretty basic, just 2 rooms that Daniel had put together with his own hands 7 years ago when they first got this spot in Wyoming Territory. He had said he'd build more when the kids were bigger, when they had saved up some more. That extra part never happened. Now Catherine was at the window, seeing the snow whip across the yard like white blankets, thinking about how she'd get through another winter with 3 kids who counted on her for everything. She was 32, but some days she felt like she was way older. Her hands, which used to be soft and good at sewing, were now rough from cutting wood and fixing fences. Her dark hair, which Daniel loved to touch, she kept tied back tight. No time for looking pretty when work started at dawn and went until dark. But her eyes, deep brown and strong, those were the same. They still had the same strong will that brought her out west as a young wife, still had the same care for her kids that made all the hard stuff worth it. The kids were everything to her now. Everything she did, every choice she made was because of them. Emma was 12, the biggest one, and Catherine saw a lot of herself in her. She'd gotten really serious in the last 2 years, doing jobs no kid should have to do. She helped cook, looked after her little brother and sister, never grumbled even when Catherine knew she was wiped out. Sometimes Catherine would see Emma looking off at nothing, her young face full of worry, and it hurt her so much. 12 years old, and she already knew what being scared felt like. Thomas was 9, all skinny and full of energy he could barely hold in. He'd been real close to his dad, always following Daniel around, wanting to do the big jobs, learning about tools and animals. When Daniel died, something in Thomas got tough. He'd started protecting his mom and sisters a lot, almost too much. Getting mad quick, not trusting easy, carrying a big load that made him seem older. Catherine was worried about the mad feelings building up in him, the way he'd make fists when he thought nobody saw. And then there was Sarah, only 6, still little enough to think maybe Papa would come back one day. She didn't ask about him as much now, but Catherine would sometimes catch her talking to the empty chair by the fire where Daniel used to sit, telling him about her day in her sweet little voice. Out of all of them, Sarah had kept her happy side, her way of finding fun. Catherine tried hard every day to keep that sweet innocence safe, even as life got tougher. The place itself was starting to show how hard things were. The fence had 3 parts that needed fixing. Thomas had tried, but he didn't have his dad's power or know-how yet. The barn roof leaked in 2 spots. They'd lost a cow last month to some sickness Catherine couldn't figure out or fix. Their food was getting lower than she wanted to say. The root cellar that should be packed to last until spring had maybe half what they needed. The closest town was 2 days away on horse, and Catherine couldn't go there in winter, not with the kids. Even if she could, what would she use to buy stuff? Daniel left them the land and cabin, but not much cash. She'd sold what she could let go. Some tools, her mom's china that came from Pennsylvania. It gave them some time, but time was almost up. She touched her wedding ring, twisting it without thinking. 14 years she'd had it on. Daniel saved up for months to get it from a guy in Cheyenne, gave it to her on their wedding day with so much pride. Worn gold, plain band, but it meant the world. She'd thought about selling it more than once this winter, but couldn't do it. It was the last bit of him she had on. The last thing every day that reminded her she'd been loved once, been in something bigger than just getting by. Mama. Emma's voice pulled her out of her thinking. The girl was in the bedroom door, arms full of fixed shirts. I did these. Should I do the socks next? Catherine felt that usual pull in her heart. Pride and sadness mixed. No, sweetie, you've done plenty today. Go play with your sister a little. I don't mind, Emma. Catherine kept her voice soft but strong. Go ahead. The girl nodded and put the shirts down careful, but Catherine saw she paused a bit. Emma didn't know how to just be a kid anymore. That was maybe Catherine's fault or just how things were here. Tough spots make tough folks, and kids grew up quick when they had to. Thomas came in from outside, letting in a cold gust. His cheeks were red from the wind. His coat had snow on it. Check the animals, he said, trying to sound like a grown-up. All there but Mama, the north fence. I know, Catherine said. We'll fix it when the weather's better. It needs it now. If the cattle get out, Thomas. She went to him, put her hands on his skinny shoulders. He was getting bigger, would be tall like his dad, but now he was still a boy trying to act like a man. We'll do it together, but not in this storm. He wanted to fight back. She could see it in his jaw, that stubborn Carter pride Daniel gave him. But he nodded. Yes, ma'am? Sarah came from the bedroom, pulling her rag doll. Mama, can we have a story tonight, please? Catherine smiled even though she was tired. After supper, if you're all good, we will be. Sarah jumped on her toes, then went to the window. Look at all the snow. It's like a blanket over everything. If only snow could keep them warm and full, Catherine thought. But she didn't say it. Instead, she started making their evening food. Salt pork, beans, and the last bread. It would be a small meal, like most lately, but it would fill their tummies. That's what counted. As she did it, the kids got into their usual evening stuff. Emma helped without asking, moving in the small kitchen like she knew it well. Thomas sat by the fire, cleaning his dad's old hunting knife real careful. He'd taken it after Daniel died, kept it sharp, though Catherine hoped he'd never use it for more than cutting rope. Sarah played quiet with her doll, singing a song Daniel used to sing to her. This was how they lived now. Quiet times linked together. Each day a little win for staying alive. Catherine had learned not to plan too far. Not to think about next month or year. Just today, just tonight. Keep them fed, keep them warm, keep them safe. Tomorrow had to handle itself. They sat for supper as the light outside turned deep blue. Catherine said the prayer, same words every night. Lord, thank you for this food, for this family, for keeping us together. Watch over us through the night and give us strength for tomorrow. And bring us help, Sarah added soft. Please bring us help. Catherine's throat got tight. She opened her eyes and saw all three kids looking at her, and she saw the question they were too scared to say. How much longer could they do it alone? Amen, she said at last, squeezing Sarah's small hand. After they ate, Catherine did the story like she said. She got the old Bible that was her mom's, opened to a part they knew, and read by the firelight. The kids got close. Sarah curled in her lap. Emma and Thomas on each side. This was the best bit of every day. These few minutes when they were just a family, not fighting hard, not afraid, just together. When the story was done and she tucked the little ones in bed, Catherine sat alone by the dying fire. Emma was asleep already in the small bedroom the kids shared. Thomas would be soon, though he always tried to stay up like it made him more grown. Catherine put Daniel's old coat around her shoulders. It still smelled like him somehow. Leather and wood smoke and something that was just him. She closed her eyes and let herself have this time. This short give-in to being lonely. I don't know how much longer I can do this, she whispered to the empty room. To her husband's ghost, to God, to anybody listening. They need more than I can give. They need. She stopped, swallowing hard. What did they need? A dad something steady. A future that wasn't this endless hard grind to survive. Outside, the wind got stronger, howling at the cabin corners. Somewhere in the dark, the storm was growing. Catherine added a log to the fire, checked the door was locked, and looked at her wedding ring once more. Tomorrow, Thomas wanted to check his traps even in the bad weather. She'd likely let him. He needed to feel helpful, to add something. Emma would do mending. Sarah would do her simple lessons. And Catherine would do what she always did, keep them together one more day. She had no idea that tomorrow it all would change. That her kids would find something, someone in the snow that would change all their lives. That her prayer for help was going to get answered in a way she never thought of. For now, she just got into her cold bed, alone like she'd been for 2 years, and tried not to think about how many more years of alone might be coming. The storm outside got wild as the night got deeper. But inside the Carter cabin, 4 hearts kept beating, hoping for spring, hoping for better, hoping for more than just getting by. Help was on the way. They just didn't know it yet. The morning after the storm ended, it was clear and super cold. The kind of cold that hurts your lungs when you breathe. Catherine woke before the sun like always, and right away knew something was different. The wind had stopped. The cabin was quiet except for the soft breaths of her kids. She got up quiet, put on layers, and went outside to see the damage. What she saw made her gasp, not from scare, but from how pretty and awful it was. The world was all new overnight. Snow was thick like a feather mattress over everything, making weird shapes from things she knew. Drifts were up to half the barn walls. The fence posts had white tops like old guards, and everything sparkled in the early light with a strange, pure look. Beautiful, deadly. Those two weren't opposites out here. She was looking at the barn when she heard the kids moving inside. Thomas came first, already dressed, his face set like when he'd decided something. "I'm checking the trap lines," he said. "Not asking." Catherine wanted to say no. The smart part of her knew it was too risky, too soon after that storm. But they needed anything the traps caught. They needed all they could get. "Take Emma with you," she said at last. "And stay together. If the snow's too deep, come right back." "No fighting it." Thomas nodded serious, and Catherine saw Daniel in that nod. The same stubborn duty, the same need to give. It scared her and made her proud the same. Emma wrapped Sarah up and brought her out to help with morning jobs. While Thomas got ready for the trip, Catherine packed what little food she could give. Some dried meat, hard biscuit, a flask of hot tea. "Be careful," she told them, holding Emma's face in her hands. "Watch the weather. Watch each other." "We will, Mama," Emma promised. And there was something in her voice. Excitement, maybe, at the fun of it. Gosh, they were still kids, even if life was trying to change that. Thomas went first, Emma behind, and at the last second Sarah called, "Can I come, please?" Catherine started to say no, but Thomas surprised her. "Let her come, Mama. I'll watch her good. She should see the world after a storm. It's special." So all 3 went, small shapes getting smaller in the big white land. And Catherine stood watching until they went over the first hill, her heart tight the whole time. The kids went through the changed world with amazement, but with a goal. Thomas led along the trap path, though it was hard to see under the snow. It was slow going. The drifts were up to Sarah's waist some places, and even Emma had trouble. "It's like walking through clouds," Sarah said, her breath coming out in little white puffs. If clouds were cold and wet, Emma laughed, the sound clear and happy in the still air. When was the last time Catherine heard her daughter laugh that way? Thomas looked back, and even his serious face got soft into a kind of smile. They checked the first 3 traps, all empty. The storm had chased away the animals. Thomas set them again careful, his hands steady in the cold, doing it just like his dad taught. At the 4th trap, they found a rabbit frozen hard, but it was something. Thomas took it out with respect, knowing what this little life meant for them surviving. 2 more traps, he said. "Then we go back." But they never got to those traps. Sarah saw it first. She'd gone a bit off the path, dragging feet in snow to make designs when she stopped sudden. "Thomas, Emma, there's something there." "Sarah, stay with us," Thomas called, annoyed. But she'd already gone toward what she saw, and Emma went after. "Thomas, come see." He came, still mad at the slowdown, until he saw what they saw. Near the frozen creek where wind blew some snow away, there was something dark in all the white. Something big. They went close, careful, Thomas going ahead to be between his sisters and whatever. As they got near, the shape turned into something crazy and bad. A man lying still, half in snow, one arm out like he was reaching for something he never got. Emma gasped. Sarah made a small, scared noise. Thomas stopped, his hand going to the knife on his belt by habit. "Is he?" Emma couldn't say the rest. Thomas went closer, his heart pounding. The man was face down, in buckskin and furs, his hair long and dark with frost. Thomas could see ice in his beard. He looked like he was made from winter. "He's dead," Thomas said flat. "We should go back." But Sarah had gone closer, her brave side beating her first scare. "Wait, look." She pointed at the man's back. "He's breathing. See? Just a little." Thomas looked again, and his heart dropped as he saw she was right. The man's back went up and down barely, but it moved. He was alive, barely. Hard to believe, but alive. "We have to help him," Emma said right away. "No!" Thomas's voice was sharp. "We don't know him. He could be bad. We should get Mama. By the time we get back, he'll be dead for sure," Emma said. "Thomas, look at him. He's dying now." Thomas looked at the stranger, and a fight went on inside him. His gut said protect his family, and strangers were trouble. But he could hear his dad's voice in his head, clear. "We help when we can, son. That's what makes us people. If we try to move him and he dies anyway, it's no good," Thomas said. But his no was getting weaker. Sarah had knelt by the man already, her small hand touching his shoulder soft. "Hello, can you hear me?" "We want to help you." No answer. The man was totally still except those shallow breaths. Emma knelt on the other side, already checking with smarts beyond her age. "He's got frostbite on his hands. His lips are blue, but he's big. Look at his size." "If we get him warm, maybe, Emma, we can't carry him," Thomas said. "He's twice my size." But Emma was looking around, her brain going. "The sled, the one Papa built. It's in the barn, but we could make one. Just something to drag him." Thomas wanted to argue more, but seeing his sisters' faces, Emma's sure one, Sarah's begging one, he knew he'd lost. More than that, he knew what his dad would do, what his mom would do. "Fine," he said rough. "But if he dies, it's not our fault. And if he's bad when he wakes, I'll what?" Emma asked soft. Thomas didn't have a reply. He was 9 with a hunting knife and fake tough, but he said, "I'll protect you both." That's what they did quick. Made a rough sled from branches that fell and leather straps Thomas brought for traps. It took all 3 to roll the man on it, and even then he was heavy like dead, scary still. Up close they saw more, the worn face of someone who'd had a hard life. Scars on hands, clothes that said years in wild places, around his neck, frozen to his chest, was a leather string with something on it. But it was under his coat. In one hand, still held tight even death didn't loosen, was a compass. The glass cracked, whole thing frozen, needle pointing no place. "What's he doing here?" Sarah wondered. "Nothing good," Thomas grumbled. But he was helping pull the sled already. The way home took twice as long as going out. The man was heavy. Snow deep, they stopped a lot to rest. Thomas pulled front. Emma pushed back, and Sarah walked beside, holding the man's frozen hand and talking to him in her gentle voice. "We're taking you to a warm place. Our mama will know what to do. She knows all. You just hold on a bit more. Okay, can you?" The man didn't answer, but somehow Sarah's voice in the quiet made them all feel better. By the time they got over the last hill and saw the cabin, all 3 kids were tired and wet. Catherine must have been looking because she ran out before they got halfway in the yard. "Mama," Emma called. "We found him. He's alive." Catherine's face showed confusion, shock, fear, and finally like she accepted it. She got to them and looked at the stranger, seeing how bad he was with one quick look. Inside, she said simple, "Now get him by the fire." "Mama, we don't know who he is," Thomas said, saying what they all thought. Catherine looked at her son. No, but we know what he is. He's a man who will die if we don't help. That's enough. Together, the four dragged the sled to the cabin, up steps, through door. They put him close to the fire as safe, and Catherine started working right away, checking breath, pulse, frostbite on arms and legs. Emma, boil water. Thomas, bring all blankets. Sarah, stay out of way, but keep fire going. The kids did what she said, and Catherine knelt by the stranger, starting the long job of bringing a man back from almost dead. She got his frozen coat off, showing more of him, a strong body thin from hard life. Old scars across his body, the kind that told tales of fights survived. When she took off outer clothes, something fell from coat pocket, a worn leather journal, pages bent from wet, but okay. Catherine put it aside, focused on the man. She'd learned basic healing from her mom, who was a midwife and healer in their Pennsylvania town. She knew frostbite, cold body, the slow, careful way to warm someone without shocking them. But as she worked, cutting frozen boots to check feet, checking fingers, she wondered who this man was. Mountain man for sure, his clothes and stuff said that. But what was he doing in that storm? Why alone? And what would happen if he woke? Thomas stood by door, his dad's knife in hand, watching. Emma helped her mom quiet and good. Sarah sat at the man's head, still talking to him, soft and cheering. You're safe now. We got you. You just rest and get better. Okay. Night came as Catherine worked, and the man's state was still not sure. His breath shallow, heart weak. Fever started. His body trying hard to fight the cold that almost killed him. He mumbled words that didn't make sense, moving a bit wild. Catherine held him down, surprised by his strength even weak. Thomas helped, and they kept him from hurting himself. In his crazy talk, the man said bits. Sorry, couldn't get back. Not enough time. Margaret. Oh, God. Margaret, I'm sorry. Catherine's heart hurt. Margaret. A wife. Someone waiting somewhere or lost from the pain in his voice. The kids fell asleep one after one, tired from the day. Only Catherine stayed up, watching by this stranger, who dropped into their lives like snow from dark sky. She picked up the journal from his pocket, paused, then opened it. If he died, she should know his name, where to send word. But inside, no name. Just pages of careful drawings. Mountains, trees, animals, plants. Each labeled with notes in neat writing. Uses for medicine, places, seasons. Work of someone who knew wild places well, studied them careful. But no drawing of a person anywhere. Not one human face, just nature, drawn nice and all alone. Catherine closed the journal and looked at the man. Who are you? She wondered. And why were you alone in that storm? She would get answers later, but now all she could do was keep him alive through the night. This stranger who stumbled in, bringing questions and problems they couldn't afford. Outside, the stars came out clear and cold over Wyoming territory. Inside the Carter cabin, 5 hearts beat, 4 that belonged and 1 that had to show if he was safe or danger. Catherine added a log to the fire and got ready for the long night, wondering what morning would bring, wondering if she'd made the biggest mistake or answered a prayer she didn't know how to say. 3 days went by in a mix of watching fever and careful care. Catherine hardly slept, grabbing short rests in the chair by the stranger's bed near the fire. The kids helped when they could, but mostly watched with tired wonder as their mom fought to keep this unknown guy alive. Jacob Brennan, though they didn't know his name yet, floated between awake and crazy fever. In his fever dreams, he said bits of his past that Catherine could only put together in parts. Names, Margaret, James, places, towns she never heard, mountains he knew well, and always, through it all, a sound of deep sorry that made her heart ache, even as she told herself he was a stranger. On the morning of the 4th day, his fever finally went down. Catherine was napping in her chair, super tired, when she felt the change. She opened her eyes to find him looking at her, really looking with clear eyes that had confusion and something like shame, where his voice came out barely rough. Catherine sat up, reaching for the water she'd kept close. Don't talk yet. Here, drink slow. She helped him sip, and he did, thankful, his eyes on her face. When he had enough, he lay back, clearly tired from even that. My kids found you in the snow, Catherine said, quiet. 4 days ago. You were almost frozen dead. He closed his eyes, thinking about it. When he opened them, there was something in his look. Not quite thanks, but maybe knowing he owed a debt he didn't want. Your kids, he said, careful. They're okay. The question surprised her. In his spot, most guys would ask about themselves first. They're fine, sleeping. It's early. He nodded a bit, then looked around, the cabin, the fire, the simple but cared-for place. I should go as soon as I can. I don't want to be a load. You can't sit up yet, Catherine said with more snap than she meant. You'll go when you're strong enough to make the trip, not before. I didn't spend 3 days keeping you alive to see you walk out and die from cold. Something like a smile flashed on his worn face. No, ma'am, I guess not. They sat quiet a bit, the fire popping between them. Catherine studied him closer now he was awake. He was older than she thought first. Maybe 50, maybe more, though hard life made age hard to tell. His face had deep lines, his hands scarred and rough. But his eyes, now fever gone, were clear in a surprising way, light gray like winter sky. I'm Catherine Carter, she said at last. This is my place. My dead husband's place, really. Jacob, he said after a pause. Jacob Brennan. Another pause, like deciding what else to say. I'm sorry for the trouble and for your loss. Before Catherine could answer, she heard moving from the bedroom. Sarah came first, hair wild from sleep, and stopped when she saw the stranger awake and looking. Hello, Jacob said, soft, and Catherine was surprised by the gentle in his voice. Sarah stared long, then smiled big. You're awake, Emma Thomas, he's awake. The other 2 kids came out fast, and suddenly the cabin felt small with them all crowded staring at the man by the fire. Jacob looked not comfy with the looks. These are my kids, Catherine said. Emma, Thomas, and Sarah, they're the ones who found you. Jacob's eyes went from face to face, and Catherine saw something change in his look, something almost like hurt. You saved my life, he said simple. All of you, I'm in your debt, Thomas, who hung back with arms crossed, spoke sharp. We don't want anything from you. Mama says we help people who need it. That's all, Thomas, Catherine said, warning. But Jacob shook his head a little. He's right to be careful. You don't know me. For all you know, I could be. He stopped, thought again. Well, I'm thankful anyway. Emma, always the one who thinks ahead, asked, Are you hungry? You haven't eaten but broth for days. I am, Jacob said. But I don't want to take food you might need. We have enough, Catherine said, though they both knew it was barely true. Emma, can you do some porridge? As Emma went to the stove, Sarah moved closer to Jacob, her brave side beating any shyness. What's your name? I'm Sarah. I'm 6. I held your hand when we brought you home. Did you know? You were very cold. A real smile made Jacob's face softer. Sarah, that's a good name. And no, I didn't know. But I'm thankful. You must be brave to help a stranger. I'm not scared of anything, Sarah said, proud, then thought. Well, thunder. And sometimes dark, but not people. Those are good things to fear, Jacob said, serious. Dark can hide trouble, and thunder means lightning, which needs respect. Catherine felt herself relax a bit. There was something about how he talked to Sarah. Straight, honest, without talking down like some grown-ups do to kids. Thomas, though, stayed not moved, watching Jacob with narrow eyes. Over the next days, a weird routine started. Jacob was still too weak to do more than sit up short times, but he was getting stronger slow. Catherine kept caring for him, though she saw he didn't like being helpless. He was a guy used to doing for himself. That was clear. The kids' feelings about him being there were all different. Sarah took to him right away, sitting by him hours, talking about anything. Jacob listened patient, sometimes asking questions that made Sarah happy to be taken serious. Emma was curious but careful. She'd bring food, fix the fire by him, but Catherine saw her daughter looking at the stranger with thinking eyes. One evening, Emma came with Jacob's journal, the one Catherine looked at quick. "This is yours," Emma said, holding it. "It fell from your coat." I didn't read it, but I saw some drawings. "They're pretty." Jacob took the journal with careful hands, and Catherine saw real feeling on his face. "Thanks for keeping it safe. It's important to me, the plants," Emma said, shy. "You know lots about mountain plants." "Are they all for medicine?" "Most," Jacob said. "Mountains give if you know where. Food, medicine stuff. You just learn the language." Emma's eyes got bright. "Could you teach me? I mean, if you're here long enough. Mama knows some healing, but not plants like these." Jacob looked at Catherine, asking okay without words. She nodded a bit, and he turned to Emma. "I'd be honored if your mom doesn't mind." That became their evening thing. While Catherine made supper and Sarah played, Emma sat with Jacob, and he'd show journal pages explaining each plant's ways, where it grew, how to make it. Catherine watched this growing link with mixed feelings. Thankful Emma learned good stuff, but knowing Emma was getting tied to someone who'd leave soon. Thomas stayed mad. He'd help when Mom asked, but he never talked to Jacob direct if he could skip it. One afternoon, Catherine was in the barn when she heard loud voices from the cabin. She hurried in to find Thomas over Jacob, fists tight. "Don't need you here," Thomas said. "We were fine before you." "We'll be fine after you go, Thomas." Catherine's voice sharp, but Jacob held up a hand, his look calm. "He's right, Mrs. Carter. You don't need me. You've been getting by okay alone." "We're not just getting by," Thomas said, mad. "This is our home, our family. You're just passing by." "I am," Jacob said, quiet. "And I'm sorry if me being here bothers you. That wasn't what I meant." Something in his soft way seemed to let out Thomas's mad. The boy stood a bit longer, then turned and went out the cabin, slamming door. Catherine started to say sorry, but Jacob shook his head. "Don't. He's protecting you. His dad would be proud." The words hit Catherine hard. She turned away, doing tasks she didn't need, but Jacob saw tears in her eyes. "I'm sorry," he said, quiet. "I didn't mean to hurt." "You didn't," Catherine got out. "It's just 2 years, and sometimes it feels like yesterday." Thomas took it hardest. "He thinks he has to be the man now. Big load for a boy his age." "Yes." Catherine turned to him. "Mr. Brennan Jacob, I have to ask. What were you doing in that storm? Mountain men know weather. You should have been safe somewhere." Jacob quiet long. When he spoke, his voice far. "I was careless, not paying attention. Sometimes a guy gets lost in his thoughts and stops watching the world. That's bad in mountains. What thoughts were worth risking life?" He looked at her, really looked, and Catherine saw deep sad in those gray eyes she almost wished she didn't ask. "Ghosts, Mrs. Carter. I was thinking about ghosts." Before she could ask more, they heard a small sound. Sarah had been napping, but woke and stood indoor, watching with sleepy eyes. Jacob's look changed fast, sad hiding behind gentle smile. "Hello, little one. Did we wake you?" Sarah shook head and walked to him. Without asking, she climbed up to sit by him, curling into his side like she'd known him always. Jacob got stiff a moment, not comfy, but Sarah just settled with a happy sigh. "You're warm now?" she said. "When we found you, you were cold as ice. Now you're warm like people should." Jacob's hand, almost by itself, rested light on Sarah's head. Catherine saw his throat move, him swallow hard. Whatever walls this man had, her youngest girl just walked through them. That evening, as Catherine made supper, she noticed Jacob watching her family with a look she couldn't read. The kids moved around each other easy, Emma helping without ask, Thomas setting table rough but good, Sarah talking about her day. It was the normal mess of family, something Catherine didn't notice much anymore. But Jacob did. She could see it in his face, like someone drowning looking at land with want and loss and maybe hope. If hope wasn't too hurt to have after kids in bed, Catherine sat by fire, fixing one of Thomas's shirts. Jacob was better enough to sit in chair across from her, not lying by fire. They'd got into a comfy quiet, the kind that didn't need words. "Your kids are amazing," Jacob said sudden. You've raised them good. Strong and good. That's rare. They've had to grow too fast, Catherine said, her needle going steady. I wish I could give them easier. Easy doesn't make character. Hard times, he paused. Hard times make us who we are, good or bad. Catherine put down fixing and looked at him straight. You had a family. I heard you in fever. Margaret and James. Jacob's face went blank, careful. That was long ago. But you still carry them. I guess I do. He quieted a bit, then added, My wife and son died 20 years ago. House fire. I was away trapping. Came back to nothing. I'm sorry, Catherine said, meaning it. That's awful load to carry alone. It was my fault, Jacob said flat. I chose mountains over them. Chose showing I could over being home where I should. They paid for my selfish with lives. You couldn't know, couldn't I? His voice sharp, sudden. Margaret asked not to go. Said bad feeling. Said she needed me home, but I went because stubborn proud thought I knew better. So yes, Mrs. Carter, I could have known. Should have known. Catherine looked at this man, bent under 20 years' guilt, and saw something she knew. The weight of if you did enough, were enough, chose right. She had her own kind of that weight. Daniel died from bad harness, she said quiet. Moving cattle and harness broke on pulley. Fell 20 FT broke neck. I insisted use old stuff, not buy new. We saved money for, well, doesn't matter now. Point is, I said it would hold. I was wrong. Jacob met her eyes, and in that moment they got each other fully. Two people carrying guilt that might or not be theirs, but carried it anyway. I'm sorry, he said simple. So am I. Catherine picked up fixing again. But I have 3 kids who need me more than my guilt. Oh, I get up daily and try better. That's all we can do. Jacob nodded slow, something changing in his look. When he spoke again, his voice rough with feeling. He tried to hide. That wooden horse, one in my pack. I carved it for James. He never saw it. Carried it 20 years. Couldn't let go. Maybe you weren't meant to let go, Catherine said, gentle. Maybe carry it until give to someone who needs. Jacob looked sharp, getting her meaning. After a long moment, he nodded. Maybe so, Mrs. Carter, maybe so. That night, after Catherine bed, Jacob sat alone by dying fire, wooden horse in hands. For 20 years, he'd carried guilt and sad through mountains and valleys, punishing with alone, telling self no deserved link or joy or family. But now, in this small cabin with people known less than weak, something changing. The ice around Hart, frozen like compass he held when found, was starting just barely to thaw, and it scared him, because if care again, could lose again, didn't know if survive twice. By end of first week, Jacob could stand alone, though legs shook with try. Catherine watched him walk small cabin like caged animal, restless, and not liking still need family help. I should help, he said third time that morning. There's work. I see from window, fence, barn roof. You're still getting better, Catherine said firm, though knew he right about work. Few more days then see. Few more days I'll go crazy sitting. But he sat back in chair by fire, and Catherine saw he moved easier than yesterday. He healing despite impatient. Thomas came from morning jobs, face red from cold and looked dark. He hardly looked at Jacob going straight to warm by fire. Jacob watched boy careful, and Catherine saw him measure space Thomas kept. How are cattle? Catherine asked. Fine, Thomas said short. North fence sagging more. Won't hold another storm. I know, Catherine's voice tight with mad. We'll handle. When? Thomas said loud, mad breaking out. When handle? Next week? Month? When lose half heard because no wood or hands to fix, Thomas? Catherine warned. But he up. I'm trying, Mama. Trying hard as can. But I'm not Papa. Can't do all. Boy's voice broke on last, and Catherine's heart broke too. She moved to hug him. But Jacob spoke first, voice quiet but strong. No one expects you be father, son. Not your load. Thomas turned on him, eyes mad. Don't call son. You're not father. You know nothing about what I carry. You're right, Jacob said even. I'm not father. Just someone sees boy trying manload and breaking under. I'm not breaking, Thomas said fierce. Aren't you? Jacob's look steady, not mean, honest. No shame needing help, Thomas. Shame too proud to take when offered. Don't need help from someone leaving anyway. Thomas said back, but mad weakening. Catherine heard. Under was fear and tired and awful feel not enough. Jacob quiet long, then said something surprise all. Then I won't leave, not yet. Not until fence fixed and barn good and you mom have all need through winter. Catherine started say no. Couldn't ask that. Couldn't make him. But Jacob held hand. I'm offering. Mrs. Carter, not pity, but I can help you need. Let repay what gave. My life worth at least week's work, think? Thomas stared Jacob, torn suspicion, desperate hope. Catherine got that fight, felt it. They needed help bad, but take help meant trust someone. Trust something couldn't spend easy. Why? Thomas asked last. Why stay help people you don't know? Jacob's look complicated. Pain, hope like hunger mixed. Because 20 years ago I should stayed helped people loved, didn't. Maybe chance do right, even too late for. He stopped, swallowed hard. Maybe do right this time. Thomas stood moment, gave short nod, headed door. But before left, turned. Fence needs new posts. Side barn. If serious I am, Jacob said. After Thomas left, Catherine couldn't look straight Jacob. Offer too big. Reasons too real, honest. She did breakfast stuff, but felt his eyes. Mrs. Carter, he said last. I went too far. Should asked you first before promise, son. You should, she agreed, not looking. But Thomas needed here. Carried too much too long. And you? Jacob asked gentle. What carried? Catherine's hand stopped on bread slicing. When turned face him, startled by understanding in eyes. He saw her, not just strong widow running place, but woman under tired, scared, barely holding. Everything, she said simple. I've carried everything. Jacob nodded slow. Then let me carry some while at least. Catherine wanted say no. Pride said no, but so tired kids needed more than she give alone. This man offering help no ask back. Least nothing she saw yet. All right, she said last. Stay, help. But Jacob, when ready leave. No duty beyond offered. Won't have stay guilt or duty beyond fair. Agreed, Jacob said. Though suspect different ideas fair, next morning Jacob said, start work despite Catherine say rest more. He moved careful, still healing, but hands steady. Knowledge clear. Thomas watched far as Jacob checked fence, looked posts, planned fixes with speed someone done 100 fences. Need replace 4 posts, Jacob told Thomas, who moved closer despite. Rest shore up. You have wood. Some, Thomas said grumpy. Not enough all needs. Then use what have make do rest. Weigh things here. Jacob glanced boy. You know weakest posts. Thomas nodded, pointed. Catherine watched window as something changed between. Not trust yet, but maybe start respect. Jacob asked Thomas questions. Where wood stored, what tools, how Daniel did repairs. Listened answers like Thomas's thoughts mattered. Emma came Catherine's side, watching same. He's good with Thomas, she said quiet. He is, Catherine agreed. Think he'll stay? Catherine heard Hope daughter's voice, felt worry. Kids getting attached. Special Emma Sarah. Thomas guarded, but even he softening. Don't know, honey, Catherine said true, but shouldn't count. Alone long time. Hard change. Emma quiet moment, then said he carved horse for son, one died. No? Yes, told me. Showed yesterday. Asked if think Sarah like. Emma looked mom. Think wants give her but scared. Catherine's heart tight. Why think? Because give away means let go, not sure knows how. Emma spoke wise beyond 12, but maybe needs. Maybe all need let go, some hold new outmouths, babes, Catherine thought. Or daughters learned too much loss young. That evening, after supper, Jacob got wooden horse from pack. Catherine watched him turn. In scarred hands look far. Sarah playing near with ragdoll, singing soft. Sarah, Jacob called gentle. Little girl looked up, face happy. Come here moment. Have something you... Sarah came over fast. Jacob held horse. Catherine saw hand shake little. Made this long ago, he said. For someone couldn't have. But think you should have now. If like, Sarah took horse careful, eyes big. She looked every bit. Flowing mane, strong legs, careful work in small, perfect thing. It's beautiful, she said soft. Did you make? I did. All yourself? All myself? Jacob's voice rough. Like? Instead, answer Sarah, arms around neck, big hug. Jacob froze moment, not ready, open love show. Then slow, careful, arms hugged back. Over Sarah's head, eyes met Catherine's. She saw tears he fought hold. Thank you, Sarah said, pulling back, look horse again. Call him Thunder. Looks fast like thunder sounds. Jacob laughed. Real laugh, old from not used, but true. Thunder, fine name. Sarah sat against side, same before. But this time Jacob didn't stiff. Let her there. Hand light on shoulder while she looked new treasure. Catherine felt something change chest. Not trust quite, not care quite, but something could be both time. This man lived alone 20 years, punished self-alone grief, starting remember be human, part something bigger own pain. Thomas came last, check animals, stopped short, saw Sarah curled Jacob, moment, face storm feelings. Then Emma caught eye, gave look, said, let be. Thomas's jaw moved, said nothing. Hung coat moved, fire warm hands. But Catherine noticed, didn't leave room right. Didn't go bedroom usual. Stayed listening Sarah talk Thunderhorse, all adventures they'd have. Late night after all bed, Catherine found Jacob window, looking moon snow. Should asleep but rest hard days. Can't sleep? Asked quiet. Shook head. Used outside? Wolves feel strange. Came stand beside. Been alone long time. 20 years give take. Long time punish self. Jacob glanced sharp. Think that, isn't? Catherine met gaze steady. Hiding mountains, avoid people, carry guilt like honor. Not living, Jacob, slower dying. Flinched like hit, but didn't look away. Maybe, but deserved. Who decides deserve? Catherine asked. You God. Because 3 kids didn't deserve lose father, I didn't lose husband. And you didn't lose family, but did. All us. So now, spend rest lives, punish, survive? Or try build new left? Jacob quiet long. When spoke, voice barely whisper. Afraid what? Care again. Let people in. Have something lose. Turned face fully. Daughter hug tonight, 1 second felt maybe could have family link. Then remembered last time, had those wanted run door back mountains safe. Safe? Catherine said again. Really call? At least only person hurt myself. Catherine reached, took hand, scarred, rough hand, hers. Touch bold, maybe too, but needed. Listen, Jacob Brennan. Life no guarantees. Could lose all tomorrow. You could. But hide connection, not protect pain. Just guarantees live it. Don't know do this, Jacob said. Be part something again. Been too long. Then learn. Catherine said simple. We'll learn together. Not only forgot trust, hope, but remember brave try. Jacob looked joined hands, back face. Moonlight looked ancient, young, worn, hopeful. All right, said last. Try. God help. Try. Catherine squeezed hand once. Let go, stepped back. But something said between neither ready name both felt stirring space grief lived long. Turned bed, paused. Jacob thanks fence work today, patient Thomas. Needs man guide, even too stubborn admit. Good boy, Jacob said. Strong, brave. Father proud. Yes, Catherine agreed, soft, touching ring finger. Yes, would. That night, cold bed alone. Catherine awake thinking stranger, less strange each day. Thought Daniel, loyalty, love, possible honor, dead live future. Thought kids, way Sarah curled Jacob natural. Way Emma listened every word plants mountains. Way even Thomas starting soft edges, thought Daniel's rifle. Hanging mantle left 2 years ago. Untouched dust, monument grief, symbol everything frozen. Maybe, thought sleep took. Maybe time some thaw. Maybe winter couldn't last forever, even heart. Maybe spring come, patient brave wait. Outside, stars moved old ways. Inside Carter cabin 5 slept, 4 broken family learning heal, 1 forgot family mean, starting remember. Fence fixed, barn mended. Somehow, almost without notice, something else mended too. Harder name, perhaps more important building fence, something felt risky like hope. Second week brought rhythm days, almost natural. Jacob up son. Despite Catherine's say rest more, worked beside Thomas fence fixes, Catherine noticed boy no longer kept such stiff space. Didn't talk much. Both few words, but easy get along growing. Jacob's skill showed everything. Fence posts straight deep, braced right. Repaired barn roof fast long no, showing Thomas ways Daniel never knew. Handled animals calm sure. Even jumpy horse calm under hands. Knows doing, Emma said one afternoon, watching Jacob Thomas make new feed trough. Everything Papa did, Jacob knows. Sometimes better. Catherine heard mixed note daughter's voice. Like guilt. Father fine man, good rancher, said gentle. Jacob had more years, learned different stuff. No, Emma quiet moment. Mama, wrong like him here. Feels like maybe manage now, not barely survive. Catherine pulled daughter close. Not wrong, honey. Natural. Needed help he gives. No shame. But even said Catherine felt own mixed feelings. Relief-capable hands share work. Thanks, patience, kids. Under, something else. Notice Jacob, man, not just help. Way moved, quick sure. Rare smile changed worn face. Gentle way spoke kids like worth listen. Noticing him felt betrayed Daniel memory. Evenings Catherine's favorite. After supper, gather fire, kids' activities, Jacob small fixes whittling, Catherine mending food next day, talk everything nothing. Jacob told mountain stories, edited young ears. Talked track animals, red weather, survive kill most men. Thomas listened close, taking every word. Emma asked lots questions, plants healing. Sarah climb lap natural. Play thunder wooden horse. Jacob's big hands rest careful small shoulders. One evening, Thomas surprised all asking, how learn all? Track, survive skills, everything. Jacob quiet moment, knife paws, wood shaping. Had good teacher young man Thomas running bear, half Shoshone, half French trapper. Took under wing about your age. Taught all new live harmony land, not fight. What happened to him? Emma asked. Got old like all? Past sleep winter Tetons. Peace and hard life. Jacob's look far, good man. Left trapping spot journal reading, one plant drawings. Emma's eyes big, he drew. Most added years. But base, knowledge medicine food, Thomas. Jacob smiled faint. Used say mountains provide learn language. Spent 20 years learn speak fluent, now teaching me. Emma said soft. Yes, Jacob agreed. Knowledge not hoard. Pass on. Catherine watched, felt something set chest. Good. Kids learn deep knowledge, gain skills, serve whole lives. Even Thomas, resistant, opening, asking, talking. Later night, kids asleep, Catherine found Jacob checking supply root cellar. Thoughtful look, new realized trying hide. Running low bad? Worse thought, said straight. Got maybe 6 weeks food careful? Heading hard winter. No. Catherine voice steady. Rationing, stretch, not enough. Jacob turned face. Mrs. Carter, Catherine need supplies. Real, from town. Town 2 days ride. Can't leave kids long, can't take weather. No. Jacob agreed. But I can go, Catherine shook head right.
Done enough.
Can't ask. Not asking. Offering. Gray eyes steady hers. Got money saved years trapping. No use mountains. Let you something matters. Jacob, no. Your money. Earn again next season. Meanwhile, kids need food, medicine, supplies, winter. Moved closer, voice low. Pride luxury can't afford now, Catherine. Let help. Wanted refuse. Keep independent dignity. But right. Pride luxury, kids come first. Closed eyes nodded. All right. Pay back somehow when can. If makes feel better, think, Jacob said. Warmth voice. Take Thomas. Learn route, old enough journey. 9 first want refuse. Thomas still boy, but bit words. Jacob, right. Thomas needed, feel trusted grown jobs. Jacob keep safe. When leave? Tomorrow weather holds, back 4 days, 5 most. That night, Catherine awake worry, send Thomas Winterman known less 2 weeks. What happened gone? How much rely Jacob present short time? But under worry something else. Trust. Trusted keep Thomas safe. Trusted come back. Realize comforting scary. Next morning clear cold. Jacob Thomas ready journey careful good. Catherine packed food spare, checked supplies twice, tried not show worry. Emma hugged Thomas tight. Be safe. Come back soon. I will. Thomas tried casual, but Catherine saw excitement eyes. Adventure, chance, prove. Sarah gave Thomas Thunder Horse. For luck, said Sirius. He'll keep safe. Thomas took Wooden Horse Gentle. Bring back you. Promise. Then Catherine's turn. Pulled Thomas' fierce hug, breathe boy smell, fading groan. Listen, Jacob, said quiet. Learn him. And Thomas, father proud man becoming. Thomas's eyes shiny. Love you, mama. Love you, sweetheart. More no, turned Jacob, checking saddle last. Moment looked each other. Catherine hit how much changed 2 weeks. Man stranger now, what friend not enough. Something more not ready name. Keep safe, said Simple. With life, Jacob said, believed fully. Mounted, rode out. Thomas sitting straight, seen 2 years. Watched disappear hill. Emma, Sarah, each side. Be all right, Emma said. Convince self mom. Yes, Catherine agreed. Will be, but cabin emptier, quieter ways not sound. Sarah sad first day, miss brother new friend. Emma did chores hard energy. Catherine tried not count hours return. Evening. Fire just daughters. Catherine stared empty chair. Jacob sat each night. When become his? When routine set disruption wrong? Mama? Sarah climbed lap. Jacob. Stay forever? Outmouths babes again. Catherine stroked hair, tried honest answer. Don't know, sweetheart. Helped much already. Own life, path. Can't expect give us. But if ask stay? Sarah kept. What if told want part family? Sarah, Emma said gentle. Not simple, why? Sarah looked mom's sister. Like him. Likes us. Why can't stay us always? Catherine felt tears' eyes. Simple logic child view. Why not simple? People complicated, said last. Jacob own hurts. Reasons live way. Can't ask change whole life us. But maybe wants change, Sarah said stubborn. Maybe waiting someone ask. After Sarah asleep, Emma helped mom bed. Moved comfortable quiet until Emma spoke. Sarah's not all wrong, no. Catherine paused. What mean Jacob? Seaway looks us you. Emma's young face knowing like wants stay doesn't know how or think deserves. Emma, no complicated, mama. No love, papa miss, but papa gone Jacob here. Maybe not accident. Maybe like Providence. Catherine sat heavy. When 12 daughter-wise? Don't know ready, admitted. Think moving forward. Feels betray father memory or honor, Emma said quiet. Choose live, not survive. Give Thomas, Sarah, father again. Let self happy. Catherine pulled daughter close. When grow fast. Someone had, Emma small smile. You Thomas busy hold together. Over next 2 days. Catherine thought constant, Emma said. Survive live, honor dead, embrace future. Difference, betray growth. Found touch wedding ring less. Look Daniel's rifle mantle, new eyes, wonder want her kids. Want frozen grief? Or heal find joy? 3rd day, took rifle, cleaned proper first time 2 years, oiled stock, checked parts. Fine weapon, well made, Daniel kept good. Thomas have not monument lost tool, useful father-son. When Jacob Thomas returned 4th day, riding yard full supplies, Catherine ran meat. Pulled Thomas horse, hugged fierce, stepped back, seat proper. Looked different, older somehow, more sure. Grinning, real grin, not seen since Daniel died. Mama should seen. Town, people, everything. Jacob taught red trail signs make camp. Words came excited fast. Catherine looked over Thomas's head, Jacob dismounting easy. Eyes met, saw warmth, care, maybe hope. Thank you, said Simple. Bring back safe. My privilege, Jacob said. Good travel, buddy. Smart, steady, Thomas glowed praise, Catherine's heart full. When last someone told son smart, steady? When last Thomas looked happy? Unloaded supplies, more Catherine expected. Flour, salt, dried beans, coffee, sugar, fabric, medicine, treats, not months. Jacob generous too much. Evening, family felt whole. Satfire, Thomas telling journey stories. Jacob added bits. Catherine noticed easy pattern, like team years, not days. Sarah took back Thunder Horse. Happy. Emma asked Jacob details, plant, scene, journey. Thomas. Thomas sat close, Jacob. Copy, without think, way held self, gestured. Finding model. Catherine saw finding pattern after. Later, kids' bed, Jacob helped Catherine store supplies right. Worked comfy quiet until Catherine spoke. Spent too much, more agreed. Spent needed. Jacob not look. Kids deserve more bare survive, Jacob. Turned face, strong look, eyes made breath catch. Lived 20 years, nothing no one. Saved every penny no worth spend. Let's spend now, something matters, people matter. Words hung, heavy meaning, neither ready say. We matter you, Catherine said soft. Not question? Yes, simple, honest, scary. You matter me, Catherine felt tears. Matter us too, all. But especially couldn't finish. Couldn't say feeling name made real. Real meant open hurt. Open meant lose again. But Jacob stepped close, scarred hand, gentle cup cheek. Touch careful, ask okay. Catherine leaned in. Afraid, whispered. So Jacob said terrified. But Catherine, not felt alive 20 years. Past 2 weeks, you kids remembered means something worth wake. Worth stay, asked hardly hope. Stay. Jacob's thumb along cheekbone, gentle rough hands. If have me, let try be you kids need. Can't promise, right? Out practice human try. God help. Want try. Catherine closed eyes, lean touch. Let self moment link possible. Tomorrow think problems. Tonight feel grateful sometimes, terrible storms, desperate things good grow. Stay, said Simple. Please stay. Quiet root cellar, around supplies keep winter. Jacob Brennan, Catherine Carter said building between. Fragile new, real. Real second chances both stopped believe. Late winter came short thaw, melt top snow muddy mess before freeze treacherous ice. Jacob Carter family 6 weeks, homestead showed his good hands everywhere. Barn roof no leak, fences straight strong. Animals healthy cared, but more physical fix, family changed. Laughter easier. Kids less load young shoulders. And Catherine started smile ways, reached eyes. Fallen patterns felt permanent, though no talk future clear. Jacob up, son worked Thomas dark. Emma afternoons learn Jacob journal, own notebook fill careful notes medicinal plants. Sarah followed Jacob everywhere, talk constant, sure he'd listen. Evenings, kids asleep. Jacob Catherine sit fire, talk quiet, everything nothing, chairs slow closer, weeks. Closest happiness. Jacob felt 20 years, scared, still not told land. Moment truth came gray afternoon, Catherine table papers spread, worry forehead. Jacob knew papers. Legal stuff, land deeds, hard papers hold homestead. Wrong, asked from barn. Catherine looked up, saw tired eyes. Nothing not known months. Avoided think, can't now. Tell, gestured papers helpless. Daniel negotiating more land. Northern Valley, good graze, water access, everything expand, herd, make place real good. Saved years, still short price died. Jacob's stomach drop. New coming. Owner man Thomas running bear, Catherine went. Or was. Died years land someone else. Daniel try find new owner offer, never found. Then Daniel died, let go. Couldn't afford. Looked Jacob beat look. But now letter lawyer Cheyenne. They found current owner reaching interested buy land. Price up, more ever afford, even sell all. Let's see letter, Jacob said quiet. Catherine gave. Jacob read words new coming. Lawyer reaching land surveys. Set ownership assess value sale. Deed holder J. Brennan. Last address Montana Territory Mountains. Secret black-white official. Catherine still talk. Like cruel joke. One thing needed. Make homestead last future belong someone not use. Sitting wasted struggle. She stopped. See look. Jacob wrong. Held letter. Hand not steady. J. Brennan, me, Catherine, own Northern Valley. Quiet after loud. Catherine stared. Face confusion. Not believe, understand. Finally like betray. You, said flat. Own land Daniel wanted. Land needed. Yes. How long known? Moment Jacob dreaded. Got from Thomas running bear 20 years. Never saw, never built, barely remember owned. But realized same land Daniel wanted 3 weeks. Thomas said Northern Valley trip town. 3 weeks? Catherine voice danger quiet. Known 3 weeks owned desperate need said nothing Catherine. Didn't know say. Didn't want think what? Stood fast, chair scrape floor. What not want think Jacob? Manipulating? Use need us. All this gestured them. Position, get wife, ready family, homestead someone built? No. Jacob stood, voice loud. Not Catherine. Swear never meant, but didn't tell. Voice broke words. Sat night, watch worry future, said nothing. Let trust. Let kids trust. All while keep secret, try find right way tell. New look, new think. Think what? Truth. Catherine eyes bright tears not fall. Solution problems all along, chose not share. Why, Jacob? If cared claim, why not tell? Because wanted choose me. Words burst, not give. Not own land need. Wanted want me who am not have. Catherine laughed bitter. Thought lying way earn trust. Keep secrets build real. Not lying. Were, said quiet. Somehow worse shout. Maybe not words, silence. Every day not tell choice, Jacob. Choice trick me. Jacob felt world fall. Everything feared true, no blame but self. Catherine, please let explain. Explain what? Played game us, see accept without land, feel good self when reveal answer all along. Not like, then like? Wrapped arms self. Because stand, looks inserted lives. Made necessary, made care. All hold cards solve problems start. Scared, Jacob said desperate. Scared tell soon, everything change. See different. Kids would grateful. Catherine voice sharp. Afraid, Jacob? Too grateful? Want give instead who? Will never know because choice us. Decided couldn't trust truth. Kids heard loud voices. Emma door bedroom face pale. Mama happening. Catherine breath shake. Try calm. Nothing, honey. Back bed, but fighting. You Jacob fighting. All right, Catherine said, voice show not. Just discussing. Thomas behind Emma. Then Sarah, rub sleep eyes. Stood look mom, Jacob confused, worried faces. Jacob felt worst dream happen. Kids start trust except now see mom eyes. Someone tricked, kept secrets, not trust Jacob. Sarah small voice cut tension. Why mama upset? Couldn't answer. Couldn't words make sense, 6-year-old. How explain good plans lead bad? Fear make dumb. Sometimes protect one hurt cause different. Catherine voice. Kids back bed, talk morning. But Thomas started now. Catherine said firm tone, no argue. Kids left slow, Jacob saw worry faces, mix up. Emma looked back once. Look say heard more, Catherine knew putting pieces. Alone again, Catherine turned Jacob. Hurt eyes almost broke. Need leave, said quiet. Catherine, not forever. Just tonight. Need space, think what means. Please, let explain right. Tell why waited what planning. Weeks explain, Jacob, weeks tell truth. Why listen now? Because love you, said desperate. First time words came raw, no fancy. Love you, love kids, sorry. So sorry waited, wrong, coward, but please not send away without try make right. Catherine closed eyes, tears spill. Love not enough, Jacob, not without trust. Not honesty. No, know that. Broke trust. But Catherine asked give chance earn back. Quiet long, Jacob saw fight eyes. Last, spoke, voice barely whisper. Barn, sleep. Barn tonight. Tomorrow talk, but now can't look without feel don't know all. Better send away full. But still knife chest. Jacob nodded, not trust voice. Got coat bedroll pause door. Worth said quiet. Planning give land, all. No strings, no conditions. Just find right way, right time. Waited too long, now ruined everything. Catherine not answer. Stood arms around self, stare fire. Jacob out cold night, barn never empty, lonely. Made bed hay, sleep impossible. Lay dark. Replay conversation, moment could told, didn't. Right, coward. Let fear actions like 20 years Margaret. Chose wrong again people loved pay price. Inside cabin, Catherine sat dying fire. Legal papers scattered table. Picked letter, read new eyes. J. Brennan. Same man carved wooden horse daughter. Same taught son track hunt. Same held face, scarred hands told mattered. Same kept secret change everything. Touched wedding ring. Old habits seek comfort familiar. Daniel never lied. Honest fault sometimes hard. One thing's loved him. Straight way, no lie. Jacob complicated, damaged, apparently could trick, even convinced right reasons. Emma came quiet side. Mama couldn't sleep. Catherine pulled daughter close. Me neither, sweetheart. Jacob leaving. Don't know. Want leave? Question wasn't. Catherine searched hard answer. Hurt, mad, betrayed. But under, want gone? No, admitted quiet. Even now, madam, don't want leave. Tell that, Emma said simple young. Tell angry won't work out. Isn't taught. Family means forgive each other. Not family, Emma isn't. Emma looked mom-wise eyes. Feels family me, us. Catherine held daughter close, tried not think man sleep barn alone regrets. Tried not think empty cabin without. Tried not say somewhere last 6 weeks. Jacob Brennan become key lives ways. Nothing land money practical help. Become home. Didn't know forgive, make care much. Then betray trust. But also didn't know send away. Outside, wind up, howl buildings. Barn, Jacob awake, listen. Wonder destroyed last chance save. Cabin, Catherine sat fire. Try decide trust, broken, ever full repair. Somewhere 2 buildings cold, Wyoming night, hung question neither answer yet. Love enough bridge gap intention action, want right actually do? Morning bring answers. Tonight only hurt, mad, sorry, stubborn, painful truth, even broken. Bound each ways neither expected wanted. Land deed table, proof secret out. But real out, simpler, deeper. Love someone mean open them. Open always risk pain. Jacob tried protect pain, wait reveal truth. Doing, caused hurt, tried avoid. Now all could wait, morning hope dawn bring clear, if not forgive. Dawn came gray cold, kind morning matched Jacob mood perfect. Barely slept, night replay every moment. Conversation. Try find exact when should told Catherine truth. Dozens chances, hundreds maybe, let every pass. Rose stiff cold. Cared animals machine-like, tried ready whatever talk wait. Through barn window, saw smoke cabin chimney. Family awake. Inside, Catherine up earlier, morning routine, Emma quiet help. Thomas felt wrong, unusually quiet. Sarah kept ask where Jacob, why not breakfast? Catherine, Jacob's voice rough feeling, never wanted. Running bare left when drowning grief, never thought because didn't care anything. Barely alive self. If known, if idea someone needed, family struggle let sit empty. But did know, Catherine cut. Maybe not first, but 3 weeks. Knew needed, said nothing. Wrong, Jacob said simple. Wrong, sorry. Can't undo. Can tell reasons bad came want do right you. Not bad, not control, just fear, dumb, not know handle something, not had 20 years. Sarah, quiet all this, sudden spoke. Leaving Papa Jacob? Name one gave weeks ago almost broke Jacob. Looked little girl, saw worry face, felt full weight trick cost. Up, mother? Said quiet, all eyes, Catherine. Stood strong woman carried family grief hard. Jacob saw fight inside. Hurt love, mad need, pride real. Don't know, said last. Don't know right thing here, mama? Emma said gentle. What want? Not right proper, think should want. What actually want? Catherine looked daughter, Jacob, face crumbled bit. Want trust. Want believe past weeks real. But scared. Scared don't really know, seeing wanted see not actual there. Jacob stood slow, careful like near hurt animal. Catherine, tell everything now. Everything should told weeks ago, then decide. Took breath, began. Named Jacob Brennan, 52 years old. 22 years ago, married woman Margaret. Had son James. Trapper, away home more there, always chase next season, fortune. Margaret begged stay home last winter. Said bad feeling, but stubborn proud thought knew better. While gone fire, both died. Kids silent, listen story heard pieces before. Spent 20 years punish that. Live alone mountains. Avoid people, tell self no deserve link happiness family. Thomas running bare left knowledge land died, barely noticed, didn't care anything. Just exist, go motions. Jacob's voice thick, pushed. Then kids found dying snow saved. Not just freeze death, empty half-life living. Past 6 weeks gift, second chance not think deserved. But scared lose, made bad choices. Kept secrets terrified, knew truth, see different. Want give instead, who? Moved closer, Catherine, not touch. Not good man, Catherine. Broken, scarred, made terrible mistakes. But love. Love kids, want spend time, left try worthy. Not perfect. Never perfect but present, honest, trying. Catherine's tears flow free. Want, believe. Then believe, please. Jacob's eyes wet. Sign land tomorrow. Today, right now, want. No conditions. Yours whether want not. Because need have reason enough. Not land, Catherine said, voice break. Never just land, Jacob. Trust. Know when things hard, decisions made, honest. Trust enough include. Will, Jacob said. Promise, Catherine. No secrets. No wait, right time. Just honest, even hard, special hard. Thomas spoke, voice steady beyond years. Mama watched Jacob weeks. Watched work, treat us, talk you thinks, no listen. Not papa, never papa, but good man. Man made mistake. All make mistakes. Son wise, Jacob said soft. Wiser me. Catherine looked kids, Emma nod agree, Sarah tears face, Thomas stands straight sure. Wanted, want Jacob stay, forgive move. But could? Closed eyes, thought Daniel. What want her? Kids. Thought knew Daniel practical, loving. Want help, safe, someone care. Want Catherine live, not survive. Still hurt, said last open eyes. Still mad, need time trust fully. Jacob nodded, hope fear face. Understand. But Catherine went, don't want leave. Want stay. Want work because Emma, right? Feel family. Family means forgive. Means work hard things together. Relief Jacob face clear. Thank Catherine. Don't thank yet, said, hint smile under serious. Earn back trust. Take work. Do whatever takes. Sarah jumped, chair ran Jacob, arms waist, staying. Really staying? Jacob lifted, hold close face hair. Emma next. Reserved, genuine hug. Then Thomas, stuck hand man before Jacob pulled hug well over kids' heads. Jacob's eyes met Catherine's. Still hurt, mad, but also else. Sure, hope, start forgive. That afternoon, Jacob got land deed belongings. Whole family table spread, explain what? Northern Valley water graze. Everything Daniel dreamed give family. Signing over, Jacob said. Catherine kids, legal proper. No, Catherine said, Jacob Hart stop. Not me, kids. All us equal shares. Staying, part family, equal partner. Not giver, not favor, partner. Jacob stared. Catherine can't. Not it, said firm. Do this, do right. No, oh, no power over. Equal partners build together. That's more generous. Fair, Catherine said. What Daniel wanted. Man work beside, not for. Man treat family equals. Jacob looked deed, legal words mean more land. Mean future, family, second chance life through 20 years. All right, said quiet. Equal partners. Spent rest day plans. Jacob described Northern Valley detail. Remember Running Bear's words. Learned survey reports years. Talked grow, breed stock, build future, hold all. Kids caught excited. Emma notes, practical mind organized plan. Thomas questions how when. Sarah bounced happy, thrilled tension broke family together. But day evening, Catherine quiet. Mad gone, replaced complicated. Relief. Jacob stay, yes fear, now committed ways beyond casual help temp set. Now build permanent mean open. After kids' bed, Catherine found Jacob window. Look star sky silence. Meant said. Catherine spoke need time trust again. No. Understand. Not don't want trust. Scared get hurt again, kids hurt, build foundation shaky. Jacob turned. Then let prove foundation solid. Long takes. Not going anywhere, Catherine. Here long have. Looked up, search face. Promise something. Anything. Promise now, tell truth. Even hard. Even scared react. Just honest. All ask. Promise, Jacob said serious. No secrets. No wait, right time. Just honesty. Catherine nodded slow. Then did surprise both. Stepped rested forehead chest. Not full hug, but touch link start. Jacob's arms around careful space pull if need. But didn't. Stood, let hold, let held. Make mistakes, said quiet. Both us not easy. No, Jacob agreed. But nothing worth ever. Stood way long. Two hurt people learn trust. Learn hope. Learn hardest love not find. Courage hold even scary. Outside Wyoming winter night cold clear. Inside Carter cabin, something shift. Not healed. Heal take time, move right way. Move spring, growth, future none. Imagine 6 weeks, 3 kids found dying man snow. Man dying, no. Alive, full alive, weighs not 20 years. Family saved, find, own, save, return. Second chances, forgive. Brave choose trust, despite risk. Land deed table, ready file official. But real deed, real deal written quiet moments make up hope. Promise people build together, try fail try. Honest even hurt. Forgive even hard. Choose love over until not choice habit, way be, home. Sometimes bravest any do. In barn, Catherine said, try voice even. Come when ready. But hour passed. 2, Jacob not come. Catherine watched. Barn door, torn go him need comer. Pride hurt, fight stubborn, fact missed, even mad. Last, Thomas spoke. Go get Thomas. Boy already coat. Mama, whatever happened you two needs talk, can't talk, both avoid. Catherine watched 9-year son walk yard, determined step older. When grown much? When learned wisdom relationships? Barn. Jacob fix tack, not need fix, just hands do. Looked Thomas enter, guarded boy face made, Jacob heart sink more. Mother wants gone, said flat. Said come breakfast, Thomas fixed. Didn't say want gone. Heard fighting last night? Yeah. Thomas closer, studied Jacob face. Emma explained some land. Own what Papa wanted. Then no lied mother. Us? Did? Thomas asked. Or just not tell something? Jacob looked boy sharp. Difference. Maybe. Don't know. 9. Still figure adults work. Thomas sat hay bale. But no. Could told first day. Could said own land need. Make deal. Didn't. Stayed help no ask anything. Should told sooner. Probably. Thomas agreed. But Jacob, everyone mess. Everyone mistakes. Papa used say, matters not mistake. What do after? Jacob, throat tight. Father wise man. Yeah, Thomas up. Come inside. Talk mama. Tell why waited. Hurt, but not. Doesn't want leave. Tell. How tell? Because scared, Thomas said simple. Mama only scared cares something. Papa died scared. Now scared again. Means matter. Out mouths babes, Jacob thought. Or boy learned much loss young. Walked cabin together, Jacob felt walk on trial. Way, suppose was. Inside Catherine's stove, back door entered. Emma Sarah table, both worried. Family picture domestic normal. Jacob felt weight stand lose. Mama, Thomas said quiet. Jacob here. Catherine turned slow. Jacob saw sign no sleep eyes. But composed, armor on. Not easy, sit, said. All. Jacob sat, kids around table. Catherine poured coffee self Jacob, stayed standing like need height what next. Thinking all night began what happened, means. Looked straight Jacob. Tell again when no land. 3 weeks. Thomas said Northern Valley trip town. Put together. Land running bare left same Daniel wanted. Didn't tell because Jacob met eyes. Because afraid. Afraid think manipulated. Afraid kids see different. Afraid tell owned need. Everything change. Want land, not self. Or feel owed ways didn't want. Wanted give land free, but wait until what? Until loved much question motives. Catherine voice sharp. No, until new want regardless land. Until give gift not bargaining chip. But didn't give choice. Catherine said. Made decision me. Decided couldn't trusted separate you owned. Decided so money hungry only want property. Not thought isn't. Catherine put coffee cup careful. Because sounds didn't trust enough believe see past land man. Didn't trust feelings genuine enough stand no truth. Jacob silent because right. Hadn't trusted. Hadn't trusted growing strong enough survive mess land brought. Emma spoke quiet. Mr. Brennan plan give land? Yes, Jacob said right. Going sign family. No conditions, no strings. Just give when question, no good answer. Don't know. Soon try find right way. Or maybe try way make self feel less guilty. Catherine said soft. Maybe wait sure grateful. Owed wouldn't question why waited. Words hurt might true. Jacob check own reasons hard honest. Had part want kids love first? Want Catherine commit before reveal held answer problems? Part enjoyed needed who not had. Maybe, admitted Quiet. Maybe did want loved self first. Terrible? No, Catherine said. Human. But Jacob, problem didn't give chance, prove could both. Could no land still want who are? Didn't trust enough let make choice. Sorry. Words felt small, all had. Sorry didn't trust enough. Sorry kept secret. Sorry hurt. Catherine quiet long, hands around coffee cup. When spoke voice thick feeling. Daniel, I saved 5 years buy land. 5 years go without, scrape, put off want afford. Then died before buy. Look, Jacob tears eyes. No like learn all sacrifice, struggle nothing? Land needed owned, someone not remember had, never used, never visited. Spring came early Wyoming territory year. Or maybe felt way hope warm even coldest days. 3 months passed since Jacob forged iron ring. 3 months steady work, rebuild trust, build future. Homestead busy. Fence lines into Northern Valley. New barn shape, Jacob Thomas side, dawn dusk. Emma started medicinal garden use knowledge Jacob journal. And Sarah bloomed safe love around. But one unfinished, one symbol need fix before true forward. Catherine stood cabin, looked Daniel's rifle mantle, hung years. Since night gave Thomas, boy kept clean oiled, but back honor place, memorial, reminder, also, maybe wall. Heard steps behind, turned find Emma watch knowing eyes. Thinking Papa, Emma said. Not question. Always thinking, Catherine admitted. But yes, special today. Today big. Today, Jacob planned, propose formal. Talked quiet moments stole, make commit official, become blended family more practice. Catherine wanted him, but felt weight loyal man first loved. Man built home, gave kids. Emma said careful. Think betray father? Love Jacob. Emma stand beside mom, both look rifle. No, said simple. Think Papa want happy, want you happy. And Mama happy now, happier since died. But nothing, Emma gentle firm. Papa dead, Mama. Horrible sad, always miss. But alive, live mean more survive. Mean choose joy can. Choose love. Choose build new honor came before. Catherine pulled daughter close, marvel wisdom. When smart. Good teachers, Emma said. Both. Evening, family, supper always, but air high aware. Everyone feels something coming, some line cross. After meal clear, Catherine stood call attention. Hands shake little, voice steady. Have something want do, said. Want all here. Walked mantle, lifted Daniel's rifle. Thomas stood right, worry face. Mama, all right, sweetheart. Catherine held rifle careful. Father gave rifle short married. Said protection, provide, care matter, years used exactly, protect, provide family. Looked each kid's turn. After died, put their shrine, keep close honor. But think time rifle useful again. Not decor. Father wouldn't want dust. Want used made for? Catherine turned Thomas held rifle. Son, gave once before, gave back hang Papa honor place. Now give again. This time keep, use. Let Jacob teach need know. Make yours. Not memorial father, tool own life. Thomas took rifle hands tremble little. Sure, Mama? Sure. Catherine voice thick feeling. Father heart Thomas, all hearts. Don't need rifle wall, remember. Need live way want, full brave look forward back. Turned Jacob stood quiet side. Jacob, teach Thomas everything need know? Past knowledge father given? Jacob stepped, looked serious. My honor. But Catherine, clear. Not replace Daniel. Stand beside legacy, help carry forward started. No, Catherine said soft. All no, then did surprise all. Reached, touched, empty space mantle, rifle hung. Think, said slow, space shouldn't empty. But also not shrine. What if put something represent all? Not past, present, future too. Like what? Sarah asked, curious. Catherine looked Jacob. What if put compass? One kid's found you snow? Part how family together. Represent direction, guide, find way home. Isn't what all do? Find way new home together. Jacob throat tight. Compass, frozen solid found, since thawed repaired. Sat room, reminder where been far come? Think perfect, said quiet. Symbol all find way together. So compass got placed mantle. Somehow felt right. Not erase Daniel memory, expand family story, include after. Honor past, embrace future. After kids' bed, after Thomas took rifle room pride, purpose. After Emma kissed Mom Jacob goodnight, after Sarah hugged both hard, Jacob Catherine stood quiet cabin. Something else want do, Jacob said. Should done proper weeks ago. Reached pocket small box. Inside another ring. This different iron band, Catherine right hand. Silver. Simple, beautiful made small stone. Not diamond piece turquoise color mountain sky. Catherine Carter, Jacob said, voice steady despite feeling. Not man pretty words grand moves. Just man lost found family. Man learned hope again, love again, believe tomorrow. Can't promise perfect. Can't promise no hard times, but promise this. Show up, try, love you kids everything. Honor Daniel memory best man can his family. Marry? Catherine looked ring, manhold, life offer. Thought Daniel love shared, how shaped who? Thought Jacob different love grow. Quieter maybe, no less real. Yes, said simple. Yes, Jacob Brennan. Marry. Slipped ring left hand beside Daniel gold band. 2 rings, 2 loves, 2 parts, 1 life. Not against. Together make richer either alone. Kissed, different first kiss barn. Promise kept, promise made. Start something official, permanent, real. When? Jacob asked, pulled apart. Spring? Catherine said. Real spring? Flowers bloom world new? Proper ceremony? Small, us few neighbors? But proper spring, Jacob agreed. Wait spring. Stood window, look land theirs. Valley wait full build. Future ahead, full possible work challenge joy. Think do? Catherine asked quiet. Blend 2 families, 2 pasts, 1 future. Think already, Jacob said. Every day little more. Won't perfect, Catherine. Days kids miss Daniel hurts. Days say wrong, make mistakes. Days doubt decision. But Catherine said, but get through together. Family means. Not perfect persistence. Not avoid pain, walk side side. Catherine leaned head shoulder. Wise mountain man. Hardly wise. Well, practice survive hard though. Rather thrive. Survive days we will. Catherine promised thrive. I mean all us next. Morning brought surprise. Visitor John Pritchard rode again. But time. Not alone, 3 other men settlement with. Catherine felt nervous flutter watch approach Jacob. Came barn wipe hands, work pants, men got off there, moment tense, quiet before Pritchard. Spoke. Mrs. Carter Brennan. Nodded each. Heard news too, Plan Mary. Catherine chin up. Our spring figured much. Pritchard looked Jacob assess eyes. Plan stay permanent? Make home? Am Jacob? Said steady. If problem not problem, Pritchard cut. Actually came welcome proper settlement community. Man worked hard family, not even blood. Well, kind neighbor want. 1 other man stepped, hand out. Name William Chen, run general store town. Watched done place past months. Good work. Solid. Jacob shook hand. Surprise welcome. Thank. 3rd man, older worn, nodded. Respect Tom Len, knew Daniel Carter. Good man, hard worker. Died young, looked Catherine. Glad found someone treats family right. All see Brennan does. Catherine tears eyes. Worried judgment, people think betray Daniel memory move. But men, Daniel friends, neighbors, give blessing. Wanted let know, Pritchard went. Ready develop Northern Valley, help. Whole community pitch. Barn raw, fence build, whatever need. How do out here? Take care own. Don't know say, Jacob said moved. Say come community gather. Say part things, not hermit outskirts. Say let neighbors, not strangers. Jacob glanced Catherine, nodded in courage. Will, said. We family. After men left, Catherine arms around Jacob, laugh cry, same time. Heard accept us. Accept you. Want part community. Heard, Jacob said. Hold close. Didn't expect. Thought judgment, disapproval, maybe some, Catherine said. But people matter. Daniel respect CC. Good man try do right family. Thomas watched exchange barn door. Came expression think. Jacob asked something. Always. What call? Mean after you mama marry, not father. But not just Jacob anymore either. Question Jacob wait, thought careful. What want call? Thomas thought Papa Jacob Sarah says. But feels don't know, young. What, just P? Emma suggests join. Different papa, own thing Jacob, still family. Thomas tried. P looked Jacob. All right, you? Jacob swallow hard answer. Honor. P. Then, Thomas decided, and Jacob, formal orary. Most time, Emma teased. Thomas shoved shoulder play, just like tension broke laugh. Evening, custom, family gather fire, but time Catherine share. Writing, said Pole Leather Book. Keep record family, happened year. Thought someday Sarah grown, you kids have kids own, no story. How together, healed. Opened book began read. Story storm. 3 kids find dying man, slow heal, unexpected link, mistakes forgive, blend past, present, future. Jacob listen wonder, hear story Catherine clear voice, hear self-brave felt coward, hear love grow documented forever. When finished, Emma spoke. Beautiful, mama, but left one thing. What? Best part? We're all now, happy together, ready whatever next. Catherine smiled, picked pen. Careful writing, added one more part. So family, born tragedy, rebuild courage, stands threshold spring. Not perfect whole, not without scars, healed enough face tomorrow together. Some families born, others forged fire hardship choice. Ours both honor what embrace what. Enough, more enough, everything. Closed book looked family. Daniel's kids learned Jacob's kids too. Jacob, stranger now become husband. Blended, complicated, beautiful family created ashes loss. Tomorrow, Catherine said, raise coffee cup toast. Tomorrow echoed. Moment. Surround people loved. Catherine Carter knew right choice. Not easy, right? Brave. Outside, winter loosened grip Wyoming territory. Inside Carter cabin, spring arrived. Bring promise new growth, new life, new love. Morning wake continue work. Build future together family always meant be. Spring came full beauty Wyoming territory. Paint landscape green gold seemed impossible long white winter. Wedding set first week April wild flowers bloom northern Valley Creek high snow melt. Small church settlement decorated simple. Wild flowers Emma gathered branches. Thomas cut arranged ribbons. Sarah insisted add weddings need pretty things. Community turned surprising numbers. Frontier families understand lost second chances, new love precious, rare, worth celebrate whenever appeared. Catherine wore dress-made self-fabric, Jacob brought last town trip. Deep blue, color mountain sky, white lace collar cuffs. Hair down once, dark waves, silver past shoulders. Left hand 2 rings already, Daniel gold band, Jacob silver turquoise stone. Today add 3rd iron ring Jacob forged, moved right hand left symbolize full union. Jacob wore new clothes too, dark trousers, white shirt, vest Emma embroidered subtle mountain patterns. Looked not comfy, unfamiliar formal, but Catherine door church, Thomas arm, face changed obvious love, several women congregation dab eyes. Ceremony brief simple. Done traveling preacher agreed stop settlement occasion. But Jacob Catherine spoke vows, nothing simple promises made. I, Jacob Brennan, take you, Catherine Carter, wife. Promise honor man before, love children gave, build future worthy past. Promise honest, even hard present, even easier hide. Choose you family every day rest life. Catherine's voice steady despite tears face. I, Catherine Carter, take you, Jacob Brennan, husband. Promise trust even fear whispers doubts. Stand beside, not behind ahead. Beside equal partner, honor past build future. Love not spite scars. Because made man stand now. Preacher said husband wife. When Jacob kissed bride, church loud real clap. Thomas whooped despite. Emma cried open. Sarah bounced excited. Wooden horse clutched hand. Reception held Carter homestead. Brennan now official. Tables yard, neighbors brought food lots. Music, dancing, laughter. Few hours hard frontier life, faded pure celebrate. John Pritchard raised glass toast. Jacob Catherine, may love enduring mountains, nurturing spring rain, warm summer sun. May always remember not alone. Got community behind. Hear, hear, crowd said. Later, sunset, Jacob stood apart celebrate, look Northern Valley, much future weight build. Catherine found, slip hand his, regretting already. Tease gentle, not second. Turned face, woman saved more one. Just thinking impossible seemed 6 months. How far come? Long way still, Catherine said. Build life together, not due day. No, Jacob agreed. Do every day one choice time. And Catherine, choose you. Choose tomorrow day after every follows. Leaned him, stood together, watched sun paint valley golden rose. Behind, sound celebrate continued. Kids play other kids, neighbors, community, share joy. Mother proud you, Catherine said quiet. Margaret, mean, proud, found way back living, loving. Jacob thought letter finally read. Margaret words forgive hope. Thinkwood. And Daniel grateful found someone help carry load. Love children. Your children now too, Catherine reminded. Our children, Jacob fixed. Word felt right, perfect. Darkness fell, most guests left. Few stayed help clean. Emma directed usual good. Thomas worked Jacob. Moves same month shared work. Sarah fell asleep bench thunder. Wooden horse still small hand. Jacob carried Sarah inside tucked bed. Simple act put child sleep. Not done 22 years. Filled quiet joy. Emma Thomas followed short, tired, happy. Finally, Jacob Catherine alone cabin truly theirs. Catherine moved Jacob belongings main bedroom earlier, made space life built. Symbolic practical once. No sleep separate. No hold back. Married, committed, Alan nervous, Jacob asked prepare bed. Little, Catherine admitted. Long time shared room anyone, close someone like me too. 22 years. Jacob sat edge bed. Don't rush. Take slow need. Catherine smiled came stand knees, hands, shoulders. Jacob Brennan just married. Think time slow past. Pulled close, kissed freedom people belong each now, full complete. Tenderness, passion, both. Careful explore two people learn each, learn together. Later, lied dark, Catherine curled side. Jacob felt peace deep almost too much. What thrown 22 years? Simple, close, quiet, joy, share life, someone new loved anyway. Thank, whispered Dark. What? Take chance half frozen stranger kids dragged home. Brave trust again. Let part family. Catherine propped elbow, look faint moonlight window. Jacob not part family. Our family. Not Carter's anymore addition. Brennan. All together Brennan. Jacob tested name mind found fit perfect. Not erase past, build, create new honor came before. Brennan repeated. Like, so I, Catherine said, settle back. Sleep, husband. Tomorrow starts real work. What work? Living, Catherine said simple. Build life together. Raise children, develop valley, grow old side side. All. Sounds perfect, Jacob said soft. Already sleep. Next morning, life back rhythms. But everything different. Small differences, deep. Catherine Jacob worked side easy partners. Kids called P no pause. When neighbors stopped, greeted Brennan family. No extra words. Over weeks, months. Developed Northern Valley together. Built new barn community help. Moved half herd better graze. Planted crops gardens, created something sustain years. One evening late summer, all sat porch watch sunset expanded homestead. Thomas spoke. Pierre ever miss? Mountains, alone? Jacob thought question careful. Sometimes, admitted, simple life appeal. But Thomas, alone, not free. Difference. Now free. Free part something larger self. Free love loved. Free purpose beyond survive season. Think ever go back? Even visit? Maybe someday, Jacob said. But not alone. If go, all go. Show high country, teach everything Thomas Running Bear taught. But always come back here home now. Emma looked plant journal working. Home not place, though. People. Exactly right, Catherine said. Reach squeeze Jacob hand. Home who with, not where. Sarah, 7 full questions said. When grow, remember find snow? Jacob lifted lap. Hope. Important part family story. Tell again, Sarah said, had many times. So Jacob told story. How 3 brave kids found dying man refused leave behind. Dragged home snow. Mother worked, night saved life. Slow, careful, all saved each. Then stayed, Sarah said, no favorite coming. Then stayed, Jacob said. Because sometimes family need finds least expect. Sometimes saved savior same. As stars came Wyoming territory, Brennan family sat comfortable quiet. Jacob held Sarah lap, arm Catherine, shoulders. Thomas sat near, Daniel rifle knees, take turn watch. Emma worked journal document day activities future. This happiness looked, Jacob thought. Not perfect, never, but real, honest, full love purpose. Simple, happy day well lived. Looked compass-mounted mantle, sea open door. Once frozen point nowhere, now thawed true, show direction need. North not mountains anymore. North right here, people life built together. Catherine caught eye, smiled. Smile everything, love partner, promise tomorrow's ahead. Hard times still. Winter's harsh, losses come, challenges test, face together family meant. Love you, Jacob said quiet, maybe hunt time married. Never old say here. Love you, Catherine replied. Simple words held lots, kid said feeling own ways. Thomas gruff nod, Emma soft, love you, pa. Sarah enthusiastic hug. Summer night deep, family slow way inside bed. Jacob Brennan took last look land spread. Homestead helped build, valley develop, future ahead, rich possible. Come place dying, frozen more one. Ghost man exists not live. Carter kids found saved body, but Catherine family something even better. Saved soul, gave reason hope again, love again, believe maybe, just maybe, deserved second chance happiness. Gave return. Not labor land, practical help, commitment, partner, father kids needed. Husband, woman deserved. Family member showed stayed chose every day. Some families born bound blood circumstance. Others forged, shaped choice commitment. Brave decide trust again despite ways hurt. Brennan family both built foundation Daniel Carter laid. Expanded love Jacob brought. Held courage took blend old knew something their own. Jacob closed door night turned family, wife, children, home, grateful beyond measure. Grateful storms brought place. Grateful kids, brave help stranger. Grateful woman, strong risk love again. Grateful second chances, new starts possible save. Sometimes hardest life not survive storm. Learn let someone after alone long. Sometimes family need finds least expect. Buried snow dying brings home. Jacob Brennan finally found home, spend rest life worthy.